the story that eventually became, well, first it was
Trap. I wrote it.
You wrote Trap.
Yes, sir.
Which eventually became the Game Over.
Came Paid in Full in the movies.
Yeah. Well, and then that became the major movie, Paid in Full.
Yes, sir.
Which I think what Dame Dash was involved in, Steve Rifkin, I think, was involved in.
Yes, Rockefeller. Miramax.
Yes. When you look at the final product of Paid in Full, were you happy with it?
Good movie. Don't get me wrong.
It's a classic.
Good movie, man. Excellent cast. Everybody played their role to perfection. Cameron did a good role playing Alpha. Wood Harris played a good role playing me.
Yeah.
Lulu, good role, good movie, man. But at the end of the film, why do you make it look like I was wearing a wire in Total and Alpha?
Which that never happened.
Never happened. So here I present a film to them, Trap, to try to save a generation. Like, wake up, man. Why do y'all destroy my character to the streets, that who I'm trying to talk to make it look like I was a snitch? So that they can't hear the message. Because who want to listen to a snitch?
Yeah.
But I'm going to read it off to y'all what Dave said. He said, nah, bruh. It was cause you told on the people that shot you when you got robbed. And I didn't know that when I first met you. Sonny Blanco, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's Virgo Day. We doing it up. So Dame said it's because he told all the people that shot him. And Dame said he didn't know that. He said, I didn't know that when I first met you. There's a lot of people in there saying, come on, Dame, you knew that. You from Harlem. How you ain't know that? Somebody said, I'm all the way from Philly and knew about that. Now, it's a lot of people in the comments also saying, I'm going to read some of the comments to y'all, man. I ain't going to get it to too many. Y'all could go to Dame Dash page and check it out on IG. But it's a few in there. Alright. Somebody said, the man's story is his to tell however it went. No other man or person has a right to switch up what he lived just because they themselves don't like something or gotten their feelings about something. Twisting and tweaking truth and facts to fit a perceived or create narrative ain't honor, the way I see it. That ain't how life works. Stay solid no matter what, even if you don't like a thing about the story being solid. Somebody else said, somebody Luxury Arcade said, I'm telling on the dudes that shot me and my family too. What I'm supposed to do. I guess we supposed to become Rambo and go on a manhunt across the world looking for the killers. Our culture sucks. Somebody else said, telling on someone who did you bodily harm ain't snitching. Being a part of a situation, then telling is snitching. That's why so many crimes go unsolved in the black community, because people don't understand the concept of snitching. Somebody else said, it's hilarious how everyone on the internet that's not boxed and live by and know all these street codes, but the first 48 shows way different when they facing that time, and even funnier dudes snitching on themselves daily with every post. Somebody else said, snitching and reporting a crime that happened to you is way different. Y'all got the snitching stuff all flipped around. And I agree, everybody got these new rules about snitching and all that. And they ain't never even been in the street. Just saying what they think what snitches is, and hearing other people talk about snitching and all the dumb, silly, stupid concepts and sound stupid.
All right, peace. Check it out, man. About 3 days ago, Dusko Poppington put up this picture over here, this video over here, and that caption down there. You feel me? What does it say? It says, AZ Faison Ace from Paid in Full says he loved the movie but didn't like the way they portrayed him as a snitch. Oh yeah, yeah, and Dusko responded to that. But before we get into all of that, I'd like to shout out to Big Bootsie, aka Bernard Riggin, my favorite op on YouTube. You feel me? Everybody got a favorite op. You feel me? Some niggas just ops. This is my favorite op right here. He just celebrated a birthday a day or so ago, and I gotta tell him happy born day. You know what I'm talking about? Happy born day, King. I'm glad you're gonna be around for another year for me to antagonize your ass, fool. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's coming. I saw you on Iron Blake or Ivory Blake, whatever the white dude show is too. I just hadn't got around to that. I also saw the video you did on me about 3 weeks ago or so. I just haven't got a chance to get around to that. But today is your day. Today is your day, dog, because you went and defended AZ. The same day Dusko Poppington, aka Dame Dash, put up the thread, you went and defended him. You went live. I watched your entire live. You feel me? You went live and defended dog. So we're gonna have to talk about that, man. You feel me? But shout out to my favorite op, Big Bootsie, the paid in full extra from 1992 or something like that. You heard? Now let's fire that thing up. Every day, nigga. Let's refire that thing up. Cause it's time to get it. Dusko Poppington. Now check it out. Again, the caption read, AZ Faison Ace from Paid in Full says he loved the movie but didn't like the way they portrayed him as a snitch. Why not? I'm just saying, why not? Everybody that know. I find it hard to believe that Dusko didn't know, but he says he didn't know because in the caption he wrote down there, in the caption he wrote, nah bruh, it was cause you told on the people that shot you when you got robbed, and I didn't know that when I first met you, so had he known that, he might not have made the movie. Who knows? Cause Dusko said he don't deal with folk like that. He said once you go bad, we don't even mention your name no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit we don't do, you feel me? That's why he got such a big problem with Jay-Z over the Desire Perez thing, you feel me? OG Juan's wife. You heard? That being said, as you can see in the beginning, Bernard Riggin, aka Big Bootsie, from the Paid in Full Extra movie set, he says, oh man, people keep moving the goalpost as far as the snitching thing, and I don't know, listening to all these new rules and people that ain't never even been in the streets and this and that and the other blase split, and it just sounds stupid. Wait, homie, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. And you want to defend him. That's your man's. I understand you want to defend your homeboy, but you should have stayed out of this. Because ain't nobody moving the goalpost on you niggas. You niggas is moving the goalpost back. Now, let's talk about it, man. Dusko is right. What was it? August 21st, 1986, 1987. 1295 Grand Concourse. Let me make sure I got that right, because that was off the dome. I got it written down because you know I got the notes. Oh yeah, it was August 21st, 1987, 1295 Grand Concourse. The wee hours of August 21st, AZ was telling, because that's when it happened to him. In the wee hours of August 21st, 1987, on Grand Concourse, he was telling. He told the police, my sister boyfriend did this to me. Pardon self. My sister boyfriend did this to me. They had no reason to do this. They had no reason to do this to me. Yeah, he told, you heard? Now aside from that, a whole 20 years later, he tells on Angela Solomon, Richard Porter's baby mother, says she cut him in the head. Now, here's my problem with Bootsie. Stop trying to make that nigga a civilian. He might have been a civilian in 2007, and I'm still not giving him a pass for telling the police that Angela Solomon stabbed him in his head when he knew goddamn well it was her baby daddy that did it. Oh, he didn't go to court. I don't give a fuck. He talked to the police. The plainclothes police, the detectives walked in her house and snatched her up in front of her daughter and told her, why did you, at the precinct, asked her, why did you cut AZ Faison? She says, I didn't. They say, well, why did he say you did? Why would he say you did? So he told them that she cut me in the head. You feel me? Nah, like I said, if you're going to give him a pass on any of the snitching, it'll be 2007, because hopefully he wasn't still twerking and moving in 2007, but I still don't give him a pass on that. You feel me? Because he's a liar. He lied. He's an informer. And up the hill. And up now. You know, you heard the song before. Informer. He informs. He informs. That's what he knows how to do, man. He's no gangster. You feel me? But let's talk about 1987. Let's talk about 1987. If you ask AI, let's just do that. I'm gonna pop this in. When did AZ Faison get shot? If you ask AI when he got shot, even. It says in the early morning hours of August 2000, my bad. In the early morning hours of August 21st, 1987, Faison was the victim of an attempted murder after a robbery went awry at his aunt's house, which serves as one of his stash spots. This is on Google. This is AI right here. Saying that his aunt's house served as one of his stash spots. The dope man don't get to call the police, fool. What do you mean we moving the goalpost and niggas sound dumb? You feel me? You niggas got your feelings involved in street shit that don't belong there. It go one way. You want it the other way, nigga. Nah. Motherfuckers making comments like, if it was me and my family, I'd have did the same thing. Cool, you be a snitch too. If you was in the same position that AZ was in, because AZ was the fucking dope man, yo. What don't you get? He wasn't working at the cleaners. If he was at the cleaners and somebody robbed him for some shit and did all of that shit and he did what he did, it'd be cool because he'd be considered a civilian. You feel me? AZ was no civilian. He was selling big bottles of coke, breaking down kilos of cocaine in that apartment that they robbed him in. You feel me? Sleeping with 12-year-old girls. Oh, my bad. But he was. The paper says she was 12. What you want to say, 13? Don't make it no better. Sleeping with 13-year-old girls. How about that? If he was any type of smart nigga, he would have just let the little girl do the dirty work and set her up for life. The little girl that called the police, she survived with him and called the police on him. He should have let her testify. But he was so worried that he was going to die on his deathbed that he wanted somebody to pay for those actions, and he started talking. Period, dog. What more is there to say about that? Who's moving the goalpost again? Is it me or is it you? The dope man I don't give a fuck if they shot your auntie or not. I don't give a fuck if they shot 18 people in that apartment. The code that they live by, the code that you street niggas talk about, says that if we wrong, we wrong. If we right, we right. That's basically what that death before dishonest shit mean. You feel me? You feel me, nigga? If you wrong, you wrong, nigga. So if you selling dope, you don't get to call the police about illegal activities that happen while you selling dope and not be a rat. That's probably why Poe came to pop his ass. You feel me? Them niggas was working with the police. At that point, say what you want about Poe. Rich was working with the feds in order to get his brother back. Poe knocks him down. Go to knock AZ down. AZ working with the feds. When he got shot, how I know you niggas won't do this and that and the other, you feel me? I'm just saying, man. It makes sense. That comment has been made to me 5 or 10 times, and I actually thought about it like, you know what, y'all got a point. These niggas was working with the cops. You feel me? These niggas was working with the police. They was a risk. One nigga playing with his money and working with the police, they risk. Is the risk worth the reward? No, get rid of them. Get rid of them. I'm just saying, man. But that's off the subject. My thing keep going out, man. That's off the subject, pause. But yeah. Back to the seriousness of the subject. Bootsie, his lifelong best friend, goes to defend him again. Talking about, I don't know why Dusko Poppington would choose to put this up. Well, why did he choose to say it? It looked like they jabbing at each other. You feel me? Dusko just caught it late. Why would the people that made that make me look like I'm a snitch? Nigga, cause you is. What do you mean, nigga? That's what you did. You feel me? Make it look like I'm wearing a wire on Alpo. Nigga, you mad about the snitch issue, period. You ain't mad about the... We know you didn't wear a wire on Poe. But we don't know you wouldn't have told. You feel me? Nah. He said they try to destroy his character to the people he try to reach. Nigga, who you try to reach? How much you've outworked you done did? Niggas here, you ain't hiding and shit. Like, nigga, you an introvert. What they call it, an invert, introvert, whatever. Nigga, you don't like to come outside like that. You feel me? You like to build a world within the world, nigga, and live in it. I mean, that's what's said. That's what's being said about you, dog. I'm just letting you know. Nah. He goes on to start ranting about the war, talking about, if we are the ones, they say that the dope was funding the war. So if it's like they say it is, then we the ones that allow for them to fund the war. Man, what, nigga? You are not Boston George. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? You wasn't moving no metric tons, nigga. If anybody in New York City would have been the one to help motherfucking the Bush or whoever fight the war, it probably would have been Fritz, nigga. Somebody on that level. You had nice big bags at a cheap price and this and that and the other. You feel me? You had some keys too. But nigga, come on, man. You wasn't moving no metric tons around that bitch. I ain't never heard them terms used when it come to your name. You know what I'm saying? But you was helping fight the war? Y'all was helping fund the war? I wonder if he thought that was a smart statement to make. Put it in the comment section on my China Brim shit. Do you think that was a smart comment to make about we was the ones helping them fight the war and this and that and the other with the dope selling? Why did he feel the need to put that in there? I don't know. Anyway, I tend to agree with Dusko Poppington, as you know. I mean, you probably know by now. I agree with Dusko. You feel me, dog? You a snitch because you told on them people that shot you up. And you told on Angela Solomon in 2007 the whole 20 years later about cutting you in the forehead or something like that, man. That's weird shit. For him not to want to accept it, for his friends even not to want to accept it. It say something about that circle, don't it? But hey, happy born day to my favorite op, Big Bootsie, aka Bernard Riggin. Peace to the 5% nation of guys and earths. Until we meet again, I'll be back.